nothing to say about it. No comment.
She doesn't care.
Morning. We are actually at Big Woody Island. We came here yesterday morning from Kingfisher Bay. But before we came here, we checked the bilges again. You might have seen when we were at Double Island Point, us bailing the bilges out because they were so full.
We could hear it swooshing. We were rolling in an anchorage and I came into the galley and I could hear water underneath my feet and was like, oh no. So they were full, but we figured it was just because it had been so long.
So we're like, yeah, whatever. And then yesterday morning, I found some water in the back locker and wanted to just see how these were going here. And they were full again.
4 to 6 litres has come in since yesterday.
Today's the day we need to find where this is coming from, what's leaking, what's going on.
So let's fix the leak in the boat before... If you don't hear from us for a few weeks, we didn't fix the leak.
Send help.
Oh, my mouth tastes like salt water and diesel now from tasting that.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So we're starting in the back locker. We're pretty sure it's coming from either in the engine room or the back locker where the rudder is.
We've done work in here recently. I don't know, it just sort of makes sense. There is a little bit of water in here and there never has been before.
But it's definitely coming this way because there's diesel in the water in here. Yeah, it's all a bit moist in there. We're thinking that these pipes are leaking. Or potentially around the rudder shaft. Anyway, we're going to clean out this, dry it all up and watch if anything's happening. Maybe even throw some water through the cockpit drains or something like that. I'm going to pour it down that drain because that is one of the pipes in there.
It's definitely enough.
Yeah, so that's definitely leaking in there. If you're wondering why would water be going down the cockpit drain, but basically once the water runs through the engine, there's a tiny little like hose that it goes out from into the cockpit drain. So, and we've been motoring a lot, you know, as long as 8 hours, 10 hours a day at the moment. So I guess that's enough water.
So the cockpit drains, exits the boat out the back, basically through this aft blocker here, but there's a problem with the connection of where the plumbing pipe, the PVC pipe actually exits the boat. So also when we've been motoring, been sort of up a bit like that when the engine's going, a mild sense we have been getting up on the plane a little bit. There's a little leak there. When we're under motor there's more water running through, and also when we're on our back end like that, the water's able to get back in there too. So it's only a small drip in a pipe that carries a lot of water. So over the course of a couple of days, how that might be filling up the bilges. That's my best idea. It's definitely solvable.
I would still like to go a little bit more in depth in it, check the seacock and the engine room. I don't know, to me it just doesn't seem like there would be enough water to create what's going on in the bilges there. Ooh, boats, eh? Always something going wrong with your boat. Don't ever get a boat thinking it's going to be champagne and sunsets, because it's not.
Like the sun's still setting, but we went on a champagne weeks ago.
Also, can I update you on my midgie bites? They've been so horrible and itchy. Sunsets and champagne. Look what happens to Sophie when she tries to go ashore for sundowners.
Plan of attack is, I've got very limited movement in here, so I'm going to pump a bunch of Sikflex onto this glove and kind of gently caress it and try and block the hole. That's as dry as it can be. So here goes nothing. Alright, I'm probably going to have to do this when we make it into a marina again. I don't even know if the job I did's going to do anything because it was still, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, so while we're at it, we just thought we'd give all the bilges a clean. Down in here, this whole section is what was full. Basically, we've checked all the water intake valves and we've also checked the thing that tells us how fast we're going, Soph.
Speed log.
Speed log! And we checked that as well, and that doesn't look like that's leaking. Time will tell. So we'll keep our eye on these bilges for a little bit. I think we should go swimming, eh?
Definitely swim time.
Need to wash off the dog.
We don't really know what our next step is from here, so we're gonna go have a swim and freshen up. It's really windy. Try and figure out a plan of attack for the next couple of days. The water is so gorgeous. We have to like take turns of holding the dinghy. So yeah, the wind's looking a bit muffy for the next couple of days. And we don't really know what to do. We don't know where to go. There's not really any great places if there's northerlies. The book of plans.
Oh, that's a massive chart.
So tomorrow we're thinking probably going to go into Hervey Bay Marina. There's going to be hot showers, there's going to be a town with fresh food that we can go and get food, and there's going to be a washing machine. So no, we're actually pretty excited to head into a marina for a night. Morning!
Steve's looking a bit parched, he had a big night last night, he's fucking a bit raggedy, so keep on the liquids and yeah, we'll be right. Just leaving Fraser behind for a few days, come back when the weather gets a bit better. Okay? Walking into Hervey Bay, we've been going against the tide all morning, but we're alright now. We were staying behind there last night. I'm up here to tighten this little bit.
Once again, trouble in paradise. The bilges are so full again. Just bailing it out. Don't know what's going on. But it is not convenient. Just saw like some water coming up from underneath the floorboards and I was like, that's not good, you know? Also, I know we're sailing with the engine on again. It's not how you sail, I know. Part of the reason why we have the engine on is because we're going through a channel, and so we can only sail for a little bit before we kind of ease off the wind, and then we'll probably lose the wind, and then we're almost in Harvey anyway. We've just got it on low revs at the moment. The batteries need charging as well. You'll probably be like, they're not even sailors. It's probably good that we're heading into a marina to sort out what's going on, fix it properly. Come up a fraction just to give us some more space on that marker. Ah, champagne sailing. Yay, our first valve's open. Hi, little guy. Yes.
First time we've done that in a while, babe. So we've had a pretty confusing rundown of where we're at. So we've sort of just got mooring lines out on all sides here.
Port, bow and starboard stern.
Which doesn't really make sense. So we've just put them on port and starboard, bow and stern. And we'll see what happens there. We'll have ropes coming out our ears and there'll be something to tie on somewhere. So, alright, gotta go. Figuring out things. Bye!
A really nice man who's next to us has offered to take us to Colin has offered to give us a lift into the shop, so we thought we would just be like, yeah, we'll take that, get it over and done with, do some shopping first. Colin. So we're walking, unless we bump into Collins or another type of Colin kind of guy.
Got my kickstand here. Always wanted to use one of these. About 60 years earlier than I thought I would.
Ah! Cars and things are scary. We thought we were going to have to catch a bus, but we've managed to juggle and stack all these things with precision so we can just walk back. But this trolley, are you right? He has to go the long way around because he's got wheels. Yeah, this trolley, oh my gosh, such a lifesaver. It was just literally sitting in the very depths of the boat. It's great, everyone needs a little trolley on the boat.
That just cuts across the edge and forgets that I got to take the road like a civilised human.
Do you like the pigs chilling? Oh, it's a green thing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make a pie, and if y'all want to see it, gonna have to come here. I'm more talking to Slim because he's the camera guy. I'm making spinach and cheese pie, but without cheese. I know, but it's gonna be with tofu.
We're making cheese and spinach pie because we never normally do fresh shops. We don't have a freezer, but we just did a fresh shop, and that means we can actually buy pastry.
We bought frozen pastry, so we're gonna make a pie out of it.
So it's pie making day. We got pastry.
We got pie! No, not yet. We're gonna make that.
Mash up your tofu. All mashed. Hi, Shirley.
Maybe come back. Come back in 10.
I'll come back?
Yeah.
Back in 10. We've been banished for 10 minutes. Sophie said she's not ready and she would like for us to hang out and entertain each other for a little bit. And then we can eat the pie soon. I know. I like pie too.
Do not.
Yes, this is a collapsible pot. In here is mashed up tofu, sauteed onions and garlic, spinach, you can use fresh or we've got frozen, miso paste, nutritional yeast, salt and pepper, a little bit of chili flakes. I've got a baking tray lined with dairy-free pastry. So yeah, I'm gonna put that into that. If you're wondering what nutritional yeast is, basically it's like a parmesan replacement. You can get it from Whole Food stores, or also Woolies has started selling it in their health food section. It looks like this. It's great. We're making a little cheeky Vegemite scroll with the leftover one sheet of pastry. What are you doing to do? What's the game plan?
Roll.
Oh, like small little Vegemite scrolls. Alright, that's not exactly what I had in mind, but okay.
Sophie doesn't like the scrolls.
I like them. I
She
think
thinks
they're gonna
they're
taste
like,
some
no,
good.
they're just like
Taste
little
some
Vegemite
good.
buttons.
Vegemite buttons.
Look, I'm hungry.
Oh. Da-da-da. So normally we have salad and stuff with it, but we've had a couple of beers.
And we couldn't be bothered.
Couldn't be bothered, so we're having tomato sauce. I'm so excited. Bye.
The Sikaflex fix in the back locker hasn't worked. The bilges were full again, as I'm sure you saw with Soph. Check it out from the back. So, that's where it's been leaking. Here you can see the PVC pipe comes all the way out the transom. On here, it's just not exactly sitting flush. I suspect that water might be coming down here, hitting this little lip, and then sucking back in towards the back locker there. Just going to try my best to Sikaflex it all up. There's a little bit of residual water in the lines though, so it's just been a prick keeping it dry. I hate Sikaflex so much. On the face. How? Why? How did I get it on my head? Anyway, Sikaflex that little spot up. Put a sock in because I kept trying to plug the hole with paper towel, but as it got wet, it was just falling to pieces when I was pulling it out. So I've sacrificed a pair of socks. We need to go buy some more Sikaflex while we're somewhere that might potentially have it, because we just ran out of our emergency waterproofing tube. If you ever buy a boat, make sure you buy a 6-pack of Sikaflex as well.
I want to clean the decks and Simon won't let me.
No, because I'm trying to find water leaks in the boat, and Soph gets out a hose and she's like, I might scrub the decks, and I'm like, well, that'll be ridiculous. Yeah, scrub the decks so we can look bullshit from the bottom of the ocean. Touch on the face. I'm gonna get some Turks on my face. I feel like I'm getting one of those manicures. It smells like those places in shopping malls that you walk past and everyone's getting their nails done, except I'm just getting my forehead done.
Oh, that came off so good though.
Yeah, guys, if you ever get Sikaflex on your head, just get yourself a Soph and a bottle of turpentine. Little exhaust thing coming along alright. Still pretty soft, but we're getting there. Giving the decks a much needed scrub. I'm supervising. I think we've done it for the 3rd time. Bit of a jetty walk. This is sick. G'day, Pete.
We were going to leave today back to Fraser Island, but overnight the weather's not looking good. It's turning like northwesterly 20 to 25 knots, and so there's nowhere to sort of hide from that. So we thought, while we're in a marina safe and sound, we're just going to stay here for another night and then head off tomorrow. So yeah, we can't stay in this spot, so we have to move to another marina. So yes, that's what's going on. Okay, the last thing I feel like doing is filming right now, but I shouldn't be this emotional, but we just came around to the other marina. I just wanted to sort of say something, because basically as we're driving past a boat, there was just a man that made a remark saying if he should be worried because I was steering. I guess it then just put so much pressure on me to come in flawlessly, like no man up. I came in okay, but not the smoothest. Didn't hit anything, didn't hit the boat next to us. I just feel like I failed. I feel like I am a failure and I shouldn't be steering the boat. I don't know, it's just really hard when you're coming into a place and you're focused on doing something, and then you get this comment thrown at you. Anyway, I just don't appreciate those types of comments. It's just ridiculous, because you chicks can do it too. It's not rocket science. those comments. Nobody deserves a comment like that thrown at you, especially while you're trying to do something. Boat life reality, hey. Anyway, thanks for watching this, and we'll see you next time. Well, that's all for this week. Join us next time as we find ourselves back at Fraser and experience the most uncomfortable anchorage we've had yet. We are happy to leave the dreadful rolls behind and welcome the crystal waters of Wathumba Creek. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button and that little bell, and we'll see you then.